Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. And this is further documentation of the destruction of the so-called Black Afro community. And I just wanted to remind you right off the top, let's get those thumbs up for this video. If you care to donate to what this channel is doing in the community, hit me up on my PayPal me. It will be in the description box. But remember, you always take care of yourself and your family first, right? All right. So hit me up in the description box. Like, share, subscribe. And when you subscribe, click the notification bell. If you want to be notified when Google's not blocking my content, if you want to be notified when I got new videos up, or more importantly, when I'm doing a live. All right. So basically, let's just really get into what's going on here. Y'all know this is the Dar'Shun case. All right. Let's knock it off. First, let me greet everybody. Abort and Hardugudak. Ola oitebe, fasas los, bonjour mes amis, kedu bawani konnichiwa, ni hao ni ama, sani bonani, jambo barigani, assalamu alaikum, and shalom. All right. Let's break this down. Okay, people, let's break this down. You got Miss Dar'Shun Kendrick, for those of you that don't know, that has the toxic logic, the toxic black female logic, that murder of a child is the same as a man's right to, lay pipe. All right. I keep telling y'all to get away from these type of women, or any community that would put these type of women in elected office, right? Any community that would want to be led, any community of men that would want to be led by a female, is a destroyed group of men, period. All right. Now, you're going to be outnumbered, right? And this shows you the righteousness of the women in your community when they elect somebody like this. Either way, it's a clue for every good, decent, hardworking man to leave that community alone, because it's going to hell in a handbasket. These women do not care about the community as a whole. They are there, the black woman especially. They are there to fight against men. Oh, not the white man though, because she's thanking him for his position, but the Afro man, right? And the only person she's going to be able to restrict in this, the main target of this restriction, is going to be Afro men. Why? Because they are the minds that was so thoroughly destroyed by their mama black. All right. These women have been poisonous to us for a while as a community, and more specifically as black men. To the point where this woman's logic thinks that murdering a child is the same thing as a man right to, well, have relations with a woman. Understand that, right? So here's the thing. She says if you're going to legislate their bodies, but their bodies through abortion is not what's being legislated. Really, it's the man's seed that's being legislated, right? And she says, then we have every right to propose legislation to regulate yours, right? This is when you know that these women are worthless. They're not worth protecting. They're not worth fighting for. They're not even worth laying with. Period. She lets you know that the black woman is no longer worth anything to the black community. Because think about it. A bunch of them put her into office. A bunch of them are going to rally behind her. And to see the worth of the community, you see who rallies behind her. You see who backs her in this thing. All right? I'm here to let you know. I had a conversation, bunch of emails with a woman. And I keep telling them, I keep telling you sisters out there, do not identify as a black woman. One, because you're not black. And two, the hearts of the women that identify as black, their hearts are black. They think nothing about killing a child. They will support this killing a child. And then they have the audacity to think that it is that killing a child is the same thing as creating one. Understand this. All right. These women have a problem with people regulating what's in their bodies, but it's not their body. They are saying that anything around them have no rights, and they want superior rights over everything. They want the right of godhood to murder or allow life to come into this world. First of all, again, as we talked about the job of the sperm and how it's living and how nothing's living in the woman, they do not create life. They do not create the baby. The man and woman together create the baby, but the seeds of life are created by the man in his loins. How you know? Because the sperm swims up to the egg. Oh no. They've been trying to hinder the message for a while, right? Y'all got to be careful of this wickedness that's going on. All right, so let's break something down. Proverbs 31:3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. They scripturally they warned us, all right, that if you give strength to a woman, ask Samson, ask the Nephilim, ask the fallen who screwed Eve, which is why she has so many genes in her, because she had so many people so many things, entities that ran up in her and laid DNA in her. She became the first harlot. All right? Think about this. The women are so twisted and so wicked in this country that they don't even stand for the Hippocratic oath that doctors are supposed to adhere to. If you are a female doctor or doctor, period, then you know, and we'll get to this, you know for sure that abortion is killing a child, right? But you know that Hippocratic oath, do no harm? Well, that doesn't go for women. All right? And notice how the black woman is aligning herself with the Caucasian women of destruction. No, not the ones that believe that life is precious, but the ones that want the community destroyed. Black women have been aligning themselves with the supremacists that wanted the Afro community destroyed for a minute. And only we, as far as I can see, we only have a few sisters that recognize. But most of the melanated choose to be black women, and they will follow another black woman to their own destruction because they don't care. So long as they're having fun in the present. Then when the future comes, then they're like, where's the black men to protect us? Well, you destroyed them. Do no harm, right? This woman is talking about trust doctors so that we can take the life of the children in the womb. So much for do no harm, huh? This is what this demonic woman had to say.
How ridiculous it is that any state government should regulate what people do to their body.
All right, so regulate what people should do to their body. They're not regulating what women should do to their body. They're regulating life and death, and when a woman can take the life of a man's seed and smash it out, wipe it out. Black women have murdered over 24 million to 50 or 60 million children in their womb since 1973, more than everything else that's killed us since 1973. Murdering about 1,000 babies in their womb a month. Or is it a day? A day. All right. They have killed more than everything else that's killed us combined. And they're saying their bodies are being regulated. All right. This is why the Most High say you don't give your strength to these type of women, or any women at all, because they turn into these type of women.
Spousal permission for Viagra, criminalizing vasectomies, and a 24-hour waiting period for porn.
That's right. All three are included in a new proposal called the Testicular Bill of Rights. Last week, state lawmakers approved controversial legislation banning abortion once a heartbeat has been detected.
Now,
understand, banning abortion once the baby develops a heart. That means all the organs are now developed. All right. And she's equating creating the baby is the same as murdering the baby. That's opposite. She's trying to state that the opposite is now the same. Look at how twisted and messed up the mind of the black woman has become.
An Atlanta Democrat is fighting back against the move she calls ridiculous. She's drafting her own bill targeting men's reproductive health.
Fox 5's Claire Sims is the live desk with more on what the legislation would do. Claire?
Well, Tom and Marissa, Representative Dar'Shun Kendrick says the bill would regulate a man's reproductive system just like the abortion bill does for a woman's.
Now, understand this. The bill does not regulate the right for the woman to reproduce or not reproduce. It regulates the life of the baby. It's not telling a woman she cannot have sex. Understand this. All right. Watch this.
It would put restrictions on men's access to Viagra and pornography, and that is just the beginning.
You're going to regulate women's bodies. Why not do it on the same type of regulation on men's bodies?
And you know, see how stupid she sounds? It's not the same type of regulation, and they're not regulating the woman's body. They're regulating whether she can murder or not. In other words, they haven't taken the right to murder away from the woman. They're regulating it. The same people who gave her the right to murder so she could wipe out the community. This is what the black woman is for, y'all.
Representative Dar'Shun Kendrick says that's the idea behind her Testicular Bill of Rights. The Lithonia Democrat announcing via Twitter Monday that she's asked Legislative Council to draft a bill in direct response to the so-called heartbeat bill. House Bill 481 would ban most abortions in the state of Georgia once a heartbeat is detected at around 6 weeks gestation.
Every single abortion takes the life of a human being.
Members of the House approved the legislation last week. Under Kendrick's Bill of Rights, men would be required to get their partner's permission before getting a prescription for Viagra or any other erectile dysfunction drug.
Understand this. Another thing that does not, watch this. Another thing that makes this woman wicked. The woman still don't need the permission of a man to abort a child. A girl does not need the permission of anybody to abort the child. But all of a sudden, understand the mentality of the black woman. They want total control over the man, period. And not just any man, just the black man. Because the white man will be able to still do what he wants. They want total control over him to the point that they want to be the D police. All right, understand this.
Men caught having sex without a condom could be charged with aggravated assault.
Understand this, aggravated assault. I kept telling you that the black woman keeps trying to put you in jail or the grave. And black women will support her. If you don't think black women supports her, watch and see if she gets reelected. Because the black woman wants so much control over you, the Afro man, because we're talking about Georgia, where primarily Afro men live. They want to persecute you. They want to be the slave driver to you. They want to put you away in prison for even the smallest offenses. All right. And if that wasn't so, this bit of creativity would have never crept up in her mind to do this kind of thing. This is something that they've always been thinking. How can we as black women, this is how they think, how can they as black women control the man? Oh, not the thug and all of that. They got control over them with jail. But the good men, they want to control our resources and everything. We need to get the F away from them. The more and more I see and understand and this stuff come out, the more and more I start to understand that the black woman is no good to anybody but any wickedness, evil, or anybody trying to destroy the Afro man and the community. By community, we mean children and everything. Think about this. Jail for not using a condom, child support, we'll get to that.
And vasectomies would be illegal. The bill would also...
Vasectomies would be illegal. So they don't want you to have sex. All right. That don't even make sense. She's going to make having sex without a condom a jailed offense, and then to have a vasectomy would be illegal. But wait a minute, but the women can still get her tubes tied. The women still have access over what she do to her cat. Total access. She can't just murder anymore. This isn't a fight about reproductive systems. This is a fight over murder. She wants to be able to murder children in her womb.
Also require fathers to start paying child support at 6 weeks, and it would institute a 24-hour waiting period for men to purchase pornography or adult toys.
Now, fathers paying child support at 6 weeks. Wait a minute. She acts like that the women know who the father is. You notice she didn't advocate for, wait a minute, let's wait on DNA to see if the dude that the woman is accusing of being the father, and let's say accusing, because it's a crime now to have a child and a family with a black woman. Black women have legislated it to be a crime to produce a family with them. That's the other reason we need to leave them alone. Period. For the people say that we need to exclusively, if it's a black woman, if we can't find a sister, you better get you somebody else in another community. Because a black woman is definitely not worth it. It's going to become a crime to have relationship with a black woman. If these black women get their way, and then they're going to be crying, where's the men to protect us?
If this sounds like a bridge too far, Kendrick says that's the point.
I wanted to be very, very clear and keep the conversation going. The HB 481 is bad for our state, that it impedes women's right to choose, and that I am not going to be a sideline participant and just let it pass through the Senate like it did the House.
Representative Kendrick says she isn't sure whether she will actually file the bill once Legislative Council is done writing it. I reached out to the sponsor of the heartbeat bill, Representative Ed Setzler, for a comment on Kendrick's proposals, but have not heard back yet. At the live desk, Claire Sims, Fox 5 News.
All right, Claire, thank you.
All right. Understand how just willfully corrupt and evil and black the heart of the black woman is. This isn't a joke. I want y'all to understand something. This is the Planned Parenthood pamphlet that they give to, or they used to give to, they kind of changed it instead of husbands to say partners, right? But this is originally how it was wrote. Your questions answered. In order that you will have a better understanding of the means of family planning, here are the answers to the questions which people most often ask. What is birth control? It is a safe, simple way to plan for your children and to have them when you want. Is birth control an operation? Is it an operation? It is not an operation of any kind. Birth control, right? Is it an abortion? Pay close attention to this. Definitely not. An abortion requires an operation. It kills the life of a baby after it has begun. It kills the life of a baby after it has begun. So even Planned Parenthood, eugenics, understood that the life of a baby begins when the sperm hits the egg. All right, that's when the life of a baby begins. The seeds to the life begins in the loins of the man, not the woman. All right. It is, with more on abortion, it is dangerous to your life and health. It may make you sterile so that when you want a child, you cannot have it. Birth control merely postpones the beginning of life. So abortion kills the life of a baby after it has begun. And this woman is equating killing the life of a baby after it has begun with the act of having natural coitus, or dare I say, relations between a man and a woman. But that woman is down for the destructive practices of all other forms of relations, just not between a black man and a black woman. Wouldn't surprise me if she's hunting for her white knight already. All right? Period. There it is. All right? So here we go. The white women always go back to, well, the women will get them anyway, right? But they never say, stop being harlots and get with a decent man that wants to have children. But no. These are the same women that want to go out there and mess with anybody they want, but then turn around and look at the women who do it to get paid and look down on them. When they're doing the same thing, only they're murdering the children. And let's be clear, the women that's getting paid are probably murdering the children. Oh no, because they don't know who the father is. Which gets into that other point. How you going to have a dude pay when he won't be the father? That don't even make sense. Legally, you wouldn't be able to do that. All right? And trust me, dudes are starting to act on women with extreme prejudice, and those pretending to be women with extreme prejudice. And they are going to be seen as heroes. I know you women do not want this thing to get physical, but that's what these women are pushing for. And a lot of dudes in their heads got it that if they get caught up and they're going to go to jail anyway, they're going to go to jail for the other thing. You know, they're going to go to jail a hero in their minds. So this is your clown, right? This is your clown. But brothers, if you are a sister, if you have any value to the Afro community, this is not only a clown, but this is your worst nightmare and your biggest adversary. Dare I say, enemy to all that is good. Y'all better pay attention. All right. These women don't stand for you. They stand for the very system that's oppressing you. And if you don't know, you better know. All right. This is her legislation. It's all about decontrol. All right. This woman is a fool. All right. Wait, let's see if she gets reelected. Y'all see what abortion is. And now she wants to control a man's D. That's why we shouldn't be messing with the black woman. Period. Period. If there's ever a poster child for why not to mess with the black woman, this is it right here. Again, let me point out, you see the comparison. That versus it kills the life of the baby after it is begun. Is birth control an abortion? Definitely not. An abortion requires an operation. It kills the life of a baby after it has begun. Yep. She has entered the no depolicing zone. Right? And we need to be tired of these wicked females like this. And let her hit the wall along with all the rest of these women asking, where's the men's? Where are all the men? How come we don't have any protection? You don't have any protection because you let elected fools like that. You made fools like that single mothers ahead of the household. That's why you don't have any men to protect you. Oh, and you become worthless piece of crap as women. And so any man in his right mind is going to look to another country or another community of women to put a seed in because the black woman has told him in no uncertain term that she is worthless when it comes to family making. With that said, I'm out. Hit that wall, women.